That means we're going to have condensation down at the surface. Essentially, that means clouds are developing and there can be water droplets in clouds. But your weather impact, this is how the fog is going to impact your morning. We're talking foggy conditions. The National Weather Service did issue a dense fog advisory. That is from 12 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Friday. So from midnight all the way through 10 a.m., we're expecting dense fog, visibility less than a mile, likely less than a quarter of a mile, but I can pretty much guarantee less than a mile. And that's across the coastal bend. Every single coastal bend county is included in this dense fog advisory. Technically, our southern county is not yet included, but likely I expect one to be issued for y'all as well. We'll delay travel if possible, but I know not everyone can do that. We've got to get the kids to school. We've got to make it safely. So here are some of the tips. During the morning commute, leave early and take it slow. Leave that extra distance between the cars, so between you and the car ahead of you, and no brights. Use your headlights, yes, but do not turn on the brights. And here's one of the big reasons why, coming up in just a few minutes. But first, I want to show you what's happening to our temperatures versus our dew point. This is how we forecast fog. And what I want to point out is our temperatures are going to fall into the 60s and 50s tonight. At the same time, those temperatures, the dew point falls a little bit, and the temperatures and the dew point are likely going to match. In fact, there's a good chance we actually stay at about 60 degrees all night long, pending when that temperature and dew point meet, and then the fog develops. But overall, once our temperature and our dew point are the same number, that means we have 100% relative humidity. You see that happening around midnight, but by 2 a.m., and then you'll see our temperature line getting higher than the dew point line between 9 and 10 a.m. Once we get our temperatures above our dew point, which is going to be in the upper 60s tomorrow, that is when we start to see the fog breaking. Now, I do think we keep a stratus layer all day tomorrow, so that's what would save us from reaching 80 degrees. But let's talk about those lights now. What happens is the tiny water droplets that are in clouds or in the fog, that is essentially going to act like mirrors and reflect the light back to you. And so what happens in the foggy conditions is if you use your bright headlights, all that does is lower the visibility even more. So you've got to use your lights so you're seen by other cars, but don't use the brights because it only makes conditions worse. That fog coming up with the warm southerly air moving in ahead of our next storm system, or cold front rather. So as that cold front gets closer, we're still going to be pretty foggy and muggy, likely Saturday morning, but we could have a little bit of rain also in the forecast on Saturday morning. Then the next chance of rain, Sunday morning. As that front is moving through, I expect a few spotty showers. Nothing too impactful, but cooler air will move in with a colder wind as well. That cold front moves in Sunday morning, stronger wind with the front. This will clear out our foggy conditions, but it is going to keep us with some clouds and unsettled weather into next week. We'll have higher surf with that cold front as well. So you'll see the wind ramping up on Sunday, and additionally, our wave heights, they're going to ramp up as well with that pressure change that comes with the cold front. We'll have 4 to 6 foot waves. That makes conditions at the beach a little hazardous. We have our best chance of rain Sunday. There is another chance of rain there on Wednesday. We'll talk more about that coming up at 10 o'clock, but what I want to show you is the temperatures do fall Sunday into Monday. We are talking temperatures in the 40s and 60s for your lows, and then your highs on Monday. So it will be rather chilly as we kick off next week.
All right, a little bit of a dip there. Thank you, Carly. Hey, when we come back here, the Refugio Bob